What's up guys, BusterBarnes here and welcome to episode number 18 of my FIFA 15 Chelsea career modes. This is the finale, the final episode. Will we win the Champions League? We are going to find out today. As you can see there was the table, and just at the beginning here, going to go through the tables of all the competitions we did, such as the Premier League, and having a look at how other teams shaped up. I believe it was like Southampton and Burnley there getting relegated, maybe along with Leicester, I believe. Top scorers there, not a lot of Chelsea players made it up top there. Willian and Hazard getting sort of further down with Costa, as our top scorer Willian with the top assist, Fabregas lower down the table. But as you guys will know, FIFA 16 is coming out tomorrow, I believe. It might actually arrive today for me. They say it's been dispatched, but who knows. I will be recording that and bringing that to you guys a lot more regularly than I have been doing this year. Again, just want to say apologies on how this year's turned out. I didn't really maybe expect the workload I'd have, compared to this, alongside of this nice little squad report there, just to show you guys how people have grown. I think Kurt Zuma might be a bit glitched. He hasn't grown at all. Maybe I should have done that thing where you loan him out and bring him back. I don't know, but that seems to have glitched a bit. However, players like Rodriguez have seemed to have grown quite significantly since we purchased them. But as this episode is around 23-24 minutes long, I do also want to talk to you guys about what's going to happen in FIFA 16 and what's going forward with this channel, as well as allowing you guys to obviously watch the Champions League final and seeing if we win or lose. It is a very interesting game, I do have to say. So just want to talk a bit about FIFA 16 and what's going to happen with, like, say, career mode, other series. And I have not purchased an Xbox One Gold account yet. Mine ran out a couple months ago, I think. And because I haven't really enjoyed Ultimate Team, really, because I just found that there was quite a few bugs with it. I know that they patched it a bit, but I just kind of was completely off after the first couple games I played. But I will be buying an Xbox One Gold membership either today, tomorrow, next couple of days. So FIFA 16 Ultimate Team will be coming to this channel probably a lot more regularly than it has been. And with career mode, I'm going to start another Chelsea career mode next season. Now, some of you guys might be thinking, why would you do that? The only career mode I've done in FIFA 15 is my Chelsea career mode. Now, that wasn't the plan to start off with. I was going to start off with Chelsea and then move and do other teams. As you guys know, though, that didn't turn out too well. But, Chelsea is the team that I support, and my intentional plan was to have every single FIFA begin with a Chelsea career mode. So I'm going to start that off when FIFA 16 comes out. It's going to be a fresh start to this channel, and then we're going to go from there. And I'm going to more treat that career mode as what I would have done maybe differently this season than, say, Jose's done, because obviously our season's been a bit stop and start, quite a few losses already, 3 losses already. I think we're like something like 14th, 13th in the table. Not too good. I'm going to try and do better. Not saying that we won't get better IRL, but trying to start off better at least. I'll be making transfers that I think we should have made, and obviously I can't stop transfers that we've made already, but players like Pedro and Baba, I'm completely fine with the purchases of them. So but maybe just buying a few more players, getting rid of a few players. It will be very interesting, and that should be coming to you. Well, if I get the game today, maybe today, tomorrow, the day after, it will be definitely within the next 3 days, and FIFA content will be coming a lot more regular to you guys. Just to talk about this little video a little bit, obviously Champions League final against Man City, started my best team with a really good array of subs on the bench. Wanted to give everyone a chance so that if we did win, all of the sort of deserving players did hold up the title. Not saying that we didn't have any youth players that have been performing really well this season, but I wanted to kind of do an awards thing about what I thought about players and matches and that, but I guess with the sort of wide gaps between episodes, it's kind of a bit hard for me to sort of look back. And as FIFA 16 is coming out soon, I think I might just try and revamp the channel when that happens, and I hope you guys do stick around for that. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, as FIFA 16 content will be coming a lot more regularly. But I am going to show you guys the entire match, which is something completely new. I might do this a bit more for big games in FIFA 16, but I'm not 100% sure what the difficulty is going to be like, because from what I've heard, World Class is a lot harder than World Class on this game. Whether they patched that on the day one patch, or I'm not too sure, or whether they just keep it the same. So I don't know if I'll be going with professional or world class. I've played the demo and I fared okay on world class. It's been very sort of stop and start really. I've lost a few, I've won occasionally. I think with a team like Chelsea though, I should be winning a fair few more. Sorry if you can hear, there's notifications going off in the background. Also, there might be a plane that flies over because there was just one before this episode started. So apologies if that fills the audio for a couple of seconds. Hopefully it won't though. But as you can see here, we're just trying to play from the back. And a way that I think is a very effective way to play in FIFA is when we're actually trying to build from the back, keep possession, doing a nice few passes over there. Not the best pass. Maybe I could have chose a different situation, but we do get the ball back, go for a shot, and it gets deflected. Does it go out for corner? Yes, it does. When I'm recording this, guys, it's like a small screen with the gameplay on, so if I can't tell everyone's name or who scored certain goals, I do apologise for that. Hopefully next couple of months as well, I'll be getting my hands on the new Elgato Game Capture 60. So yeah, that should hopefully prove to be better quality, better frames per second. So yeah, I hope that it is. I hope that that's the case. Probably coming sort of next month or so. Right now, I'm just recording on the regular Elgato Game Capture HD, which isn't bad. But I can obviously sell that on and get some money back to use for the 60. I'm also thinking of getting maybe a new laptop or something to help record. Oh, sorry about that. But yeah, with my Chelsea career mode next season, hopefully that will be done, finished quite quickly. I might do a couple of seasons, but I definitely won't be doing like 3 seasons in a row. I might take breaks in between, just to give other teams a try. I'm not sure if I'll be doing a player career mode. I don't really tend to enjoy those that much. I mean, if that's something you guys want to see, then by all means leave that in the comments and I'll try and make it happen. It would be interesting, I guess, maybe if I get the game face going. It would be quite cool. Gonna try and maybe bring face cam to you while FIFA 16 is out as well, so you guys can see my face, which, I mean, no one ever really sounds like what you expect them to look like, so I guess that should be interesting if that ever does happen. Yeah, I'm also gonna bring you Ultimate Team. Might bring you some special draft videos, like sort of maybe a blind draft where I just randomly select everything, where I'm either not looking or whether I just pick a number beforehand and go with that player. But I'm really looking forward to Ultimate Team. I have pre-ordered the deluxe edition of the game, which will give me some extra packs. Have already started Ultimate Team actually. Really nice goal there by Diego Costa, a header I believe that was, and that does give us the 1-0 advantage. Saw that a bit late there, so there's not a delay on the video or anything. I just noticed it right now. Nice little cross and a header to the bottom left corner. Joe Hart left scrambling for that one. Could not make it. I don't really get why he just didn't put his hands up. The keepers are a bit weird in FIFA, but I guess you kind of need to give people the fair opportunity to score. Courtois there, very happy. Hasn't conceded a goal yet. We'll see if he does. But yeah, Diego Costa was at his 3rd goal in the Champions League, I believe. Hasn't really scored much in the Champions League. But, I guess he made up for that in his Premier League goals, so fair enough to him. It's nice to see him on the score sheet. Later on, I do try and introduce John Terry to the match, because he obviously is our captain and leader. So I do want to give him some extra minutes when that happens. I can't particularly remember when I made that substitution, but I definitely did, I do believe. Yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to FIFA 16 coming out. Gonna try and just bring a whole different array of videos. I will try and also bring like sort of in real life football videos of my sort of thoughts and maybe predictions on the Premier League and Champions League and that. Haven't been doing that too lately, as I said. I've been busy, and whenever I have had time to do this, I've been focusing on trying to put up the career mode before the next FIFA comes out, which hopefully this gets up before then, unless something absolutely catastrophic happens. It shouldn't do though. It should all go okay. Speaking of football in real life, a great save there by Joe Hart. We kind of dominated, especially the first half of this match. Man City do get back into the game eventually though, and whether they score or not though is the question. But yeah, talking about football in real life, we did beat Arsenal 2-0 on the weekend, which it's kind of funny how a lot of people kind of hate Diego Costa now, when, do you know what I mean, he's done stuff like this before. But I think it's just the fact that it's to Arsenal that's got everyone annoyed, because let's face it, the internet is highly populated with Arsenal fans. That's why they win all the polls and stuff pretty much. But it's just funny how when Diego Costa does stuff, no one really cares, and then when he does it to a big team, it just matters. I mean, really at the end of the day, I like Costa. Obviously, I'm a Chelsea fan. Maybe I'd hate him if he wasn't in our team. But, I like the aggressive style. I like the aggressive nature. I like it in any player, really, who has that. Unless they're obviously biting like Suarez. I guess it does get a bit over the line. I do think that what he did was a bit over the line in the scratching and stuff. I think that the pushing and shoving, though, is completely fine. You need to be able to try and assert your dominance in the match. But yeah, I guess the scratching and hitting isn't nice to see. But I definitely think that we could have won the match. It was quite an even game. Obviously, when Arsenal went down, it was more our game. But, 2-0 win, we will take it. We haven't had the greatest start to the season. Only other team we beat is West Brom. And I believe the next game is against Newcastle, which I'm really not looking forward to, because we do not seem to do that well against Newcastle for some reason. We just don't. I think we've lost like the last 3 games when we've been away to Newcastle. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure that's what's happened. And so yeah, not looking forward to it. Hopefully we can end that little drought against Newcastle. They're not doing too well this season, but then again, neither are we really. I mean, just because we beat Arsenal, you get smaller teams who beat big teams every now and again. So I don't take that win for too much granted, I guess you could say. Other teams that are doing quite well, obviously Leicester, unbeaten. They've been playing really well. I like their little comeback that they did against Aston Villa was pretty amazing. Nathan Dyer almost dying after getting clattered by Guzan. I believe that was last week. And then they've still kept the unbeaten run. I think they didn't win their last game. I think it was like a 2-2 draw with someone. But yeah, they've been doing well. West Ham have been doing very well. Victor Moses getting a goal against Man City, which is always nice to see when he's loaned from Chelsea. Not that he'll ever get a chance at Chelsea. I mean, we have about 20 million players out on loan, which you really need to sort out. I think in the next transfer window or the summer one, we just need to get all the players that aren't youth players that we're not going to use. So like players like Marin and Marin and Atsu and Piazon. Even though these players are good, I just don't think we're ever going to use them, so we should just literally sell them. I understand putting youth players on loan, maybe not the fact they're going to Vitesse. I mean, it's not a really great ground to try and prove yourself on, really, Vitesse, in my opinion. But we do definitely need to just sell the players that aren't going to make it into the team, like Van Ginkel, etc., and just try and focus on getting the young talent that is from our youth academy, like Loftus-Cheek, like Solanke, like Brown, and Baker as well. He's apparently meant to be really good. Haven't really seen much of him, and just trying to develop them, because I really don't want to get to the point where Cahill leaves and then we don't have any players in the national team. You know what I mean? Like, Chelsea's only got one English player pretty much who is in the national team, which is Cahill, and I don't want to be watching England and they show the lineup and just a member from Chelsea's not in there. Like, I don't know if that bothers some people. But, obviously England aren't doing that well. But it does kind of bother me that, you have a lot of Liverpool players, you have a lot of Arsenal players in the team. Not that those guys get way more chances. I mean, they are still bench players, pretty much a lot of them. But, at least they have quite a fair few. I guess, being in the national team comes with ridicule, but it would be nice to see some Chelsea players, make the team soon, so that when I actually do watch England, I actually want some of just kind of maybe make you into it a bit more if one player from the team scores. I know it's always nice for Arsenal fans, like for example when Wilshere scores or something, nice for Man U fans when Rooney scores. So it'd just be nice to have another few Chelsea players in the team, which will take time. But let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. If I didn't say before, please make sure to like this video and comment on how you think the series has been. If you think it's been a good series, obviously take into consideration the time. I understand I need to improve on that. But if you thought the content was good, if you liked how I did things, please be sure to mention that in the comments below. And yeah, I'll be trying to bring the sort of same stuff to next series, along with some more revamped stuff. Definitely going to try and make career mode a little bit more interesting with live commentaries a lot more. Definitely going to try and do that. The reason I haven't done that is because I haven't really had the time to do it, and also there's been mess ups with my headsets and stuff, so that's kind of stopped me. This was originally meant to be a live commentary, but it didn't really work because my headset broke. So yeah, but I'm definitely getting a new one, and I'm going to be trying to definitely improve on that, bringing maybe live commentaries in most of my episodes, and especially in the big games, and with finals and Champions League finals and that, I might actually try and record the whole match, or make the recordings of the match a bit longer, maybe just dedicate one episode to that match, whether it's an FA Cup final or a Champions League final. Here we do into the second half. going to try and make some substitutions. Want to bring a bit more pace on. We are winning 1-0. Try and sort of strengthen up the defence a bit, and bring on Barkley, bring on Ramirez. I think those might be the changes that we just make off the bat. I don't know if we bring on Terry now or if we bring him on later. Oh, we do. Bring on John Terry now. Captain Lee the legend, as we will say, not having the best time in real life at the moment. Had a very good season last season. Isn't having the best start, but we all still love him. And even if he is on the bench, Zuma does need his game time, and I'm pretty sure we'll probably stick with the same defence in our next game against Newcastle, because obviously it's kept a clean sheet, so why change it? Not too sure how long Thibaut Courtois out. Obviously Begovic is not like someone to be laughed at. He's still a great keeper. But it would be nice to see Courtois back. Apparently he's out for a long time though, which is it's a shame, because he's a great goalkeeper and he definitely does save us a lot. But then again, so does Begovic. So at least we do have another solid keeper to replace him. Obviously, if Begovic gets injured, then who do we have then? Blackman? I don't know if he's quite good for the youth team. I did see him play against Man City in some final, I think. I don't know what final it was, but he's not a bad goalkeeper either. Definitely looking for us to try and use maybe Loftus-Cheek a bit more. He played very well in the game that he played. Was it the Champions League game, I believe? He was probably our best player in that game. Along with Costa scoring an amazing goal, won that 4-0. Can't remember the team's name, but they definitely weren't like a bad team. They were champions of whatever league they're from. I'd probably compare them to a lower league Premier League side. They're definitely nowhere. They're definitely probably around the calibre, I'd say, of that team Arsenal lost to. Dinamo Zagreb, I believe they lost to. So, I think we did well there. Obviously beat Arsenal as well. So hopefully we can keep on our winning ways. Not 100% sure if we're going to be challenging for the title. I mean, Man City would have to lose a few games fairly soon for us to stand a chance. And even if that happens, there are teams ahead of us, like Man U, like Arsenal. So, we'll have to see what happens. I mean, anything can happen in the Premier League. So, we will see. Thinking of maybe sort of down the line trying to bring some more sort of vlogs, again maybe on real life football, what I think, maybe stuff in my opinion, like if controversial things happen, maybe I'll give my opinion on it, or bad form, or just big transfer stories. Maybe we'll do transfer specials in the January transfer window. It's just going to get a lot better. Might try and do some pack openings in Ultimate Team as well. Not really something I've been able to do because I haven't had money, but I've got a job now, so we'll be able to see if I am able to maybe commit the money to that. I'm kind of a bit skeptical because I don't seem to have the best pack luck. Then again, I don't open a lot of packs. So another great goal by Costa there, putting us 2-0 up. Is that the game buried and over? I think it might be. We will have to see if Man City can come back for 2 goals down. Great goal by Costa, slots it into the bottom right corner, and he scores his second, I think, 4th or 5th goal in the Champions League. Not too shabby, I do have to say. Costa putting on a great showing in this game, scoring 2 goals. I really hope the frame rate's okay in this game. I mean, I don't know if it's because this is quite a long video and it's from going from when I'm viewing it, but it does seem to be a little bit sort of frame droppy a little bit while I'm watching this. So I hope that when I actually upload it to YouTube, it might sort itself out. We'll see. Sorry if that is the case and it is a bit laggy. Hopefully it won't be. Next episode of my Chelsea FIFA 16 career mode, so first episode of that, I think will be longer. Simply because there's these pre-season tournaments. Now, I want to play these, but I know some people might get bored, they might not care, so I might just do it all in one episode. Do you know what I mean? Like, do all of the games in one episode, see how far I get, and maybe just show the goals as highlights, and maybe still just focus more on the transfers that I want to bring in. There's definitely a couple I want to make. I don't think I'm going to be using like the find the star player, because obviously with Chelsea, I don't think I really need that. I might need that for like another team, if I do a lower league team, which I'm definitely looking to do later on in the year. And I'm not going to use the extended transfer budget either. Maybe I'll try and use that for a fun career mode that I do. Maybe if I sort of in the middle do a career mode with, I don't know, Real Madrid or like, I don't know, some team like that, PSG. Who knows? Or maybe I'll just try and do a road to redemption with a team that got relegated last season. Or when it's the end of the season, I might try and do a career mode with the team that got promoted. So yeah, that should be very interesting to look for. That was the final whistle just a few moments ago there. We do win the Champions League. 2 goals from Diego Costa against Man City, who have proved to be a very difficult opposition to us when we have faced them. See the team celebrating there. This has been a very good season. Won the League Cup, the Barclays Premier League title, and the Champions League. Didn't win the FA Cup, didn't get very far in that, but 3 trophies, not too bad, if I do say so. And yeah, you can see here all the players going up to collect the trophy. I believe Cahill lifts the trophy because he's the captain that I set in the match. There's me, the manager. But, I wish you could maybe customise the manager a bit more. But oh well, oh well. Who really cares? I'm just some old guy who doesn't really have a proper face. But still, pass the title there to Cahill, and he lifts it up with great emotion. Our fans cheering. At least it's at night time, so the fireworks are actually going off at night, so it looks a lot better than them going off like in the day. That's another thing. FIFA 16 is really improved on the sort of daytime setting. It kind of gets gradually darker as the night goes on, which is always cool. So I have a bit of a sore throat. Hopefully that won't go against me too much when the FIFA 16 arrives, if that's today or tomorrow. But yeah, sorry if I've maybe rambled on a bit, guys. This has been like a 20-minute video. It is quite hard to talk for 20 minutes unless I'm doing it live and just commenting on the gameplay. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. There will be a few things to go through at the end of this when I stop watching the highlights. Do I watch all the highlights? I'm not 100% sure. Free kick there, goes a bit wide. Free kicks, I'm definitely still keep up my form in those. I do tend to score quite a few free kicks, so I'm going to try and keep them. FIFA 16 is harder as well to get through. I mean, I think I might have to rely on the first couple of episodes of set pieces, such as maybe winning penalties or free kicks, because I know it seems harder unless I maybe drop down to professional. I'm definitely going to start on world class though and see how it goes. That's what pre-season's for at the end of the day. I'm going to maybe just try on both difficulties, see which one I'm more comfortable with, and if I'm comfortable with world class, I'll try and stick to that, and yeah, try and give a better start to the season than Chelsea had in real life. But yeah, as you can see there, players returning from loan, contracts expiring, tournament money, all of that good stuff. I think in my Chelsea career mode, if I do a couple seasons, I'll definitely sell on quite a few of the players that we've loaned out because give us some more money. We should really do that in real life. And you can see there, manager award received. Good job to us. There's the table. If you want to see that again, we are at the top. Man United actually were very close behind us. We had 4 losses, they had 6. 2 of our losses were actually against them, so they've actually beaten us on both occasions. But we did still manage to get the better record and win overall. But yeah, as you can see there, so we had Super Season, Great Champions League trophies. This is loading the next season. We're obviously not going to go into that. Maybe we'll treat the FIFA 16 career mode as the next season, I guess, potentially. Who knows? As you can see, Claudio Jacob, biggest news of the millennium. His agent has spoken out. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy this episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed the Chelsea career mode in general. See you next time for FIFA 16 content. That's what it will definitely be in my next recording. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, comment your thoughts on the series below, and do subscribe if you want to stick around for more FIFA 16 content. Be sure to stick around for that. And yep, I'll see you guys next time, and peace.
Yeah.